the week ahead, GE improvements, capes, and the hardcore Ironman leaderboards. Ooh. Alrighty. I'm on the right page, right? I just need to make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, okay, we are. Okay. Index, community topics, Grand Exchange improvements, Hardcore Ironman leaderboard update, marketplace drop, patch notes, and what's happening in the community. You would buy them if they didn't override with your Comcape. Oh, as far as you know, they're cosmetic overrides and not a physical replacement of the cape. That's correct. You need to own Zek cape to be able to buy the Inferno and Kazakh version if you have the individual combat ones. If you buy the bundle, you can only override them. Oh, okay. Alright, community topics, construction, lots of great additions for construction this week. Yay. You can now move rooms. Yay. You can now customize your floor on a room basis. Yeah, the moving one was such a big one that I wish they had done that on the week of release. But hey, better late than never, right? And then this one is you customize your floor on a room by room basis. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you can edit the different layouts. Oh, and there's more styles now too. Ooh. Oh, that is very nice. That was a nice little surprise. Okay, we've added a new edit curtain room, which will edit the room you're currently standing in. We've added loot beams for player-owned housing trophy drops. That is big, because I know that was an issue. We've added some supported capes to Cape Stand system. Displayed capes should now behave the same as a wearable with a cape with emotes, teleports, and features. You'll be able to right-click the cape on its stand to get its features. You can now add noted potions to the cauldron. We've re-added the ability to make a cup of tea in the player-owned house that boosts the player's construction level. Excellent. We fixed a bug where furniture pieces that were walls were being deleted when building or removing a room next to them. Looking forward on the subject of construction, we're working on increasing furniture limits. These changes need to be tested and require a full engine update to ensure the system retains a good level of performance. We're looking forward to the next engine update opportunity to implement these changes if possible, but they may take a little longer. That's very valid. The portable workbench remains atop of our mind, and we will share more news on it in the near future. Finally, we want to conclude today's construction changes with a note that we have so many more ideas for how to improve and expand the player-owned housing system as a new reward space, and we'll be doing that throughout the future. Functional furniture especially is an area where we have a number of thoughts for things we would include in future content updates. Well, that's promising then. I think functional furniture is very important because, yeah, it's great to make the house super duper pretty and aesthetic, but the problem is that it's not functional, and in the end, it'll just become what the old house was, and it just isn't useful, right? So, things that are added to have functionality where you absolutely need to go into your planet house is so important. And I've actually been finding myself doing that, especially for clues, for like the house teleports. That's actually been really big, and especially for like Relica. That's been such a massive one. So I'm glad to say that I've been using my house for more than just its looks. That sounds bad. Trophies are still as rare as a rocking horse. Fair. Uh, you use the comp cape as an override. You don't use the Zuck ones. You used to, but not anymore. You used to have the cow Zuck one shown, but now you have the comp one. Comp is nicer, anyways, in my opinion. Alright, mid-game rebalance. Since the mid-game rebalance launched last week, below is a list of what we've actioned during the week. Today's patch notes include further details on what we've addressed today. We fixed a bug that was causing the God Wars dungeon kill count to be reset when using the Wars Retreat portal and similar PVM portals. We fixed a bug that was causing seals to drop in God Wars 2 dungeon even when players were at max reputation. We fixed a bug that was preventing broad arrows and any special arrow from displaying the correct Make X interface. We fixed a bug where demonic skulls were only being refunded once per account, even if the player had multiple demonic skulls. Should you have been affected by this example, you have multiple skulls but only got refunded for one, please be aware that our player support team should already have reached out and refunded the difference to you. We fixed a bug related to short bows, long bows, and crossbows not providing the correct amount of components. The junk component chance the junk component chance been lowered as a result of the re-tiering. We're planning to add a boss pet override option for the Jabba pet. Okay, good. This hasn't been done yet as the pet is missing attack and defend animations. That work will take a little longer to complete, but we didn't want to have those missing animations block us from making the change alongside the mid-game rebalance. It would also be good to know about the Skybox. Maybe that's in patch notes. What's happening this week? From Tuesday, 28th of July, we'll be kicking off our daily league reveals. Find out about relics, blessing, tier passives, regions, and everything in between. This information will be revealed each day at 5 p.m. British Summer Time on our social channels alongside a dedicated reveal blog getting updated each day. I'm not sure if I'm going to be recording for all those blogs. We can definitely read through them or just watch it. That's fine. Hi, Valiant. How are you? Because that is a lot to keep up with. In case you missed it, we revealed Leagues 2 Equilibrium. Find out everything you need to know here. We shared our latest marketplace news, including our thinking behind our cosmetic type. Read more here. Golden nominations 2026, Golden Gnomes 2026 nominations are now open. Guys, don't forget to nominate me for Golden Gnomes. Yeah, so far decent. I'm just going through everything right now as we do on a Monday. Yeah, you guys can get involved here and vote and nominate IMAX Crystal for Golden Gnome RuneScape Best Streamer. I'm going for RuneScape Best Streamer right there. If you go and nominate me, I would greatly appreciate that. And while you're at it, please also nominate me for the best streamed RuneScape moment with that clip right there. It's super easy peasy to do, just like 2 minutes or so to nominate. I would greatly appreciate that. Good morning, Sandy. Happy Monday. We now see Monopoly RuneScape Edition. A bit spendy on that one. Maybe they will have some for RuneFest, and I'll buy one then. We had a preview stream of RuneScape, during which teams from across Jagex, RuneScape, Old School RuneScape, and Dragon Wilds chatted about this year's RuneFest. Book your tickets to RuneFest today! I think there's like less than 400 left. Get nommed. Yes, please nominate me. Not me. Nominate me. JMod replies on discussions worth highlighting. Mod Breezy on region locking in leagues. Mod Breezy with some news or not? What is that about? Well, I have got news for you. Oh, it's not loading. Okay. Mod Ryan on the ask for unified collection log. Universal collection log would be pod. Mod Ryan on the team behind Sanctum. Mod Reaper on Smithing Era Tips XP. Mod Reaper on his shield bow sight. Mod Ramen on which rooms to build into your paw. Mod Ramen with some advice for new players. Mod Anvil clarifying the end date of the Sunlight Sands event. Mod Anvil what to expect the next month ahead. Mod Breezy on the League boss response speeds. Alrighty, well, we've been waiting for the Grand Exchange improvements. Drum roll, please. Grand Exchange improvements! Ta-da! Alright, this week we're making some exciting upgrades to the Grand Exchange, all with one goal in mind, giving you a clearer, more accurate picture of what your items are really worth. If you ever tried to buy or sell an item only to find its listed marketplace was lagging behind reality, these changes are for you. We're making market prices update faster, tweaking how often they're recalculated, and introducing a brand new recent trading price indicator that shows the average value of the last 10 trades. That means less guesswork, better insight into what's happening right now, and more confidence when you're making your next big trade. But that's not all. We're also bringing a host of quality of life improvements to make trading smoother than ever. You'll be able to see exactly how much of your buy limit you used, while completed trade data is shared with the RuneScape Wiki to power more accurate price tracking and historical market data. So there is a buy price, a sell price, and then there's like an insta buy, insta sell price. Oh, is that like the time then? And this will be for the wiki, yeah. That'll be quite good. We've also made some changes to search functionality, which will make using the Grand Exchange a lot easier. Improve search functionality now expands common acronyms and prefixes, supports standard keyboard shortcuts, example Control plus A, Control plus V, and hides unavailable store items from Iron Man players. When we originally went over this other blog that was on my YouTube channel when they were first mentioning about how things would be, that was actually quite good with a lot of like the shortcuts, making it a lot easier to find things that were relevant, not just to what specifically was being searched for. Fortunate. Oh, that's actually quite good. Not that we sell our Fortunate Spongy. We've also included some shorthand terms that the community requested after we had released the preview. Terms such as soil, archaeology soil types, debane, demon bane, as well, jazz arrows for instance, fat for party has, d'hide for dragon hide, obby for obsidian weapons, equipment, etc. ECB eldritch crossbow pieces. Oh, soul, staff of light. I would, if someone was like, Crystal, should I buy a soul? I'd be like, what is a soul? Okay, yeah, MW for Masterwork, G-Chain, G-Barge, G-Flare, G-Fury for the greater abilities, Simi for Scimitar. Oh, for I have not said Simi in so long, just because I don't use a Scimitar. Hey, Crystal, should I buy a soul? Hi, Pots. I mean, if you want to. Yeah. Staff of Light, right? Alrighty. Dive into our blog here for all the details, which we have gone through initially. So if you want to check that out on the YouTube channel, that is there for your guys's listening pleasure, not viewing pleasure. Imagine a tier 95 Simi weapon. That would be something. That would be quite something. Alright, the Hardcore Iron Man leaderboards update. A few years ago, a bug caused the Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard data to become corrupted. Oh no. The bug and situation. When player A died or de-ironed, instead of the leaderboard snapshotting their character and associated scores on the leaderboard, it instead associated random player B score with player A's name on the leaderboard. Oh dear. Importantly, this predominantly affected the RuneScore and other activity leaderboards, such as clue scrolls. Skill level leaderboards were and remain unaffected. The bug was fixed, but the leaderboards were unfortunately left in a still corrupted state until now. The Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard is currently tracking anyone who is a current Iron Man or who perished or de-ironed since the bug was fixed in August 2025. However, these correct entries are currently dwarfed by a large amount of corrupted data, including many Iron Man with inaccurate or impossible scores. The solution. Recovering the data from dead and corrupted hardcore Ironmans is not possible because the data in question is a one-time snapshot that is taken at a time of death or de-ironing, the exact moment at which the bug occurred, so there is no source of truth to return to. Our next steps are as follows. In the near future, we will back up the current corrupted Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard in case we want to refer to or replicate it in future. We will then remove all corrupted Hardcore Iron Man data from the corrupted Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard. To be clear, Any player that is removed from the corrupted hardcore Iron Man leaderboard as a result of this will not have been displaying an accurate score, possibly being significantly under or above their actual score, which is not recoverable. Skill level leaderboards will remain unaffected as those were not corrupted. We will leave all valid entries on the Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard. This is any Hardcore Iron who is currently alive or who died or de-ironed after August 2025. The result will be a once more fully accurate Hardcore Iron Man leaderboard. We're announcing these changes today before moving to implement them in the coming weeks, as we feel this is a change that is important to signpost ahead of time. I was going to suggest killing all the hardcore Ironmans and just starting from scratch. Good luck with endeavors on that. Alright, Marketplace drop. Step into the heart of the Tazar and Forager legend in fire. Today's Marketplace drop brings a blazing collection of volcanic themed cosmetics inspired by the power of the Elder Kiln. Pineapple, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 45 months. Sorry, I don't have the alert on this scene here, so I'm sorry you were scammed out of your alert, but thank you so much for the tier 1 for 45 months. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good restful weekend. We're enhancing the iconic Igneous Calzak capes, meaning players who have already earned them will automatically benefit from these updates when they arrive in game today. Alongside this, we're introducing exclusive Marketplace cosmetic variants available only to players who have obtained the corresponding base cape in game. Unlock striking new looks, including... Oh, it worked.
By _N_E _A _P_P_ just subscribed. Happy Monday, hope you have a good stream.
I thought, okay, that was weird. Anyways, thank you so much. I don't know, that was odd. Okay, thank you. Yeah, anyways, I don't really care about them personally. I'm not that fast about them. How much are they? A lot. Yeah, not worth it for me. I've never been a fan of any of the capes anyways, even the base cape. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I really think you should earn it instead of buy it, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Not that I quite care about them because I don't think they look good personally. I guess this is meant to be in the Inferno cape, right? That's supposed to be inspiration. But I personally don't like them. Even if I got them, or even if I had a way to get them, I'd probably eventually get them. But I want to be faffed to get them straight away. But I'm definitely not gonna buy it. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Follower Master 2.0. Hi there, user agent. How's it going? 200 kills QBD. Whoever fails is a wipe for leader for. The hardcores are fine. Gotta nuke the irons first. Jokes. It's Monday. Even Twitch doesn't want to be functional. It's a lot. High Nord. It is a lot. Too much. You still have to earn it to use it right. Yeah. In old school, these would be a challenge reward. It should be a challenge reward. Hi, Nil. Happy Monday. Yes, PA and G update for the win, for sure. Very happy to see the G update coming up. And then also very happy that they have updated it so you can change, move the rooms around, which I wanted since day 1 of the release, and that they even included it where you can customize each like room to how you like it, which is very, very nice. On top of that, that was a nice little surprise. Alrighty, patch notes. Hotfixed. Fixed an issue where players were only being refunded 1 demonic skull if they own multiple. Resolve an issue where attempting to create broad arrows and other special arrow will not open the fletching interface on the correct arrow. Seals from God Wars 2 no longer drop if you have maximum reputation. Teleporting to God Wars 1 via Wars Retreat no longer resets the kill count. Fixed an issue where mahogany teak logs were not creating arrow shafts correctly. Player-owned housing added the ability to use netted potions in the potion cauldron and PA. Tooltip edits made to the furniture storage interface buttons when selecting furniture categories to make navigation more clear. Furniture plans in the Sunlight Sands event shop have been updated with the correct name and icons. Updated a few landscape paintings to their modern versions in Paw. Ooh, I want to see that. Furniture pieces that are walls are no longer deleted when building a room next to it or removing a room next to it. Added new support capes to the cape stand system. Displayed capes should now have behaved the same as wearable cape with emotes, teleports, and features. Re-added the ability to make a cup of tea, a nice cuppa, in the player-owned house that boosts the player's construction level. Paw Boss trophies now have a loot beam. Added the ability to move rooms in Paw. Added the ability to change floor styles in the Paw on a room-by-room basis, which I think is so nice. Added a context-sensitive edit room button that recognizes which room the player is currently in. Also super nice because it was very confusing to know what room you were in sometimes, and like you had to face your camera a certain way for like the room to like be known, like what you were removing, for example. Yeah, sure, they need to make money somehow, but like I'm not gonna spend the money on it. Obviously, if someone spends the money on it, it's fine, but I just personally won't because I just think it should be earnable through and through. That's just my opinion, though. No, don't add Treasure Hunter back. This is just incentive to make anything in game look ugly and then sell the actual design. You can say goodbye to any future you think is looking even half as good as Tubican Resplendence or T-Light. Yeah, Tubican's actually looks so good. Alright, fix an issue where longbows are unable to cut from logs on free-to-play worlds. Fix an issue with the Tunebane spell not being able to tune arrows correctly. Bows and crossbows now give the correct quantity of invention components. The decided magic longbow can no longer be equipped on free-to-play worlds. Fix an issue that was stopping Nightstone and Daystone. Oh, thank goodness for being selected. Phew, okay, I was like, hopefully this will be in the patch notes. Because when it was in the mid-game rebalance above in the other section, it wasn't mentioned. And I just literally said, please, I hope they fixed it. Fixed an issue within the Bane smithing interface that was causing the item creation to be reset when trying to make a misc item. Resolved an issue where in some instances the committed perk was not cleaned up on login when part of a combo gizmo. Fixed an issue with the kill count overlay at God Wars 2 displaying max rep as 2001. Use short bows and long bows are now for members only. The dive ability is now only usable in P2P. Oh, wasn't available in free to play. Bane era creation has been removed from the other era interface. I guess maybe when like they removed from Succession Quest. Anyways, it must have been something like that. Engine improve the lighting of models in menus and interfaces. It's earnable in in-game actions or GP by bonds turned into rune coins by cosmetic. I mean, you make a point there, but in terms of like PVM drops. Nighttime, daytime, yay. Technically, yes, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like, yeah, what I would say in terms of earnable, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It feels very much like that, in your opinion. You also preferred the whales paying for treasure hunter keys. Everyone else getting cheaper cosmetics and free keys. Alrighty, what time are community creations? Susie. Susie has become the watcher on the wall, holding the wilderness at bay. Oh, and Alice will. Alice putting her farming skills to good work, I hope. It was like in her caption. It was so funny. I loved it. It was so cute. It was like, what was the caption? It said, how to make a tree. Step 1, step 2, step 3, all done. It was so funny. I loved it so much because of the construction update. This might need to be refreshed because we can't see that. This like the market cookies to watch this video. Anyways, it's fine. Cat and Smash continues their one chunk. Okay, cool. Just gave your screenshots. Ooh, all the paw portals and realistic impress. Looking forward to the cap on items in their paw to be increased. And we got our usual pink skirt player events for the week. And then our community spotlight part of me this week is Screenscape. Alrighty, and that is everything for this week. We're very much looking forward to checking out the GE improvements and the paw quality of life.